Welcome back, guys. Ben here, and today we are checking out a game called Long Drive North Co-op RV Simulator. And this was one that we tried the last playtest they did not too long ago. Quite liked what we played of that, to be fair. So this is the actual kind of early access release. It is now out. It came out on the 18th of November, and it's from Mindflare Games and Excalibur Games. They are the publisher. It's $24.99, which early access, that's on the higher end, I would say, but we're going to see what's there. It's got elements of survival stuff from what we've played before. I don't know how much has changed, so we're going to dive into it. We're going to check out kind of the survival bits, the kind of RV simulator bits. Obviously, we're going to be doing this single player, although there is the option for co-op, but they do have on the roadmap that they're going to be making improvements to that, but the co-op at the moment is very much, you each have your own RV. You can't get into each other's ones. It's not like you all kind of share and run the same one. So there's pros and cons to that, I guess. Like, obviously you get your own ones, which is cool. You can have a little convoy, but it's a little bit kind of different. We're going to be doing it on our own with our own convoy of just the single RV. We're going to have a little dog that comes with us as well. We're going to have to kind of scavenge for parts, materials, find food to survive. And you're basically just outrunning a storm. The storm is just slowly and surely going to catch up with you. We are going to see how we get on with that. So with that all said, sit back, relax, like, comment, subscribe. And let's check out the Long Drive North. So we're going to do single player. And we're not going to do tutorial because I have already played this, like technically the opening. So we're going to check this out. Unless it's changed, the characters are purely cosmetic. And you can choose, I'm going to go for the Shibu Inu. And we're going to click save. There we go. I think my biggest question here, when kind of recommending this or not to you guys, is whether it's worth the $24.99.
LDN radio on 79.2 FM.
Okay, we're in our RV.
Long drive. No news from the North Meteorological Center. Worrying, and passersby.
Hello. Here we go.
Severe weather conditions.
Pet the dog.
There seems to be a rising storm from the south, devastating everything in its path. Stay away, drive north, and do not stop anywhere for long.
Okay, we'll get some motor oil.
Good stock up on food and supplies. Making sure all doors are kept shut in the cold and at night will... I'll be back to... Till then,
need an engine.
Remember to keep moving and stay safe. And if you see a snowman, carrots, don't worry. It's just picking its nose.
Okay. So yeah, basically this kind of first kind of little bit is... Our wheels should be all fine, I think, which is good. So I think we do need to sort out the engine and stuff, but should be able to pop that in there, like that. There is music in the game, just none's played at the moment. Move the V1 engine. One thing I did notice in the settings, which I would say is disappointing, and I don't want this to be a negative, like, constant thing, but is disappointing for an early access title at $24.99, is that obviously you've got minimal kind of graphical changes. You do have some stuff here, but there's not a whole lot. You've basically just got your shadows, resolution, and textures, stuff like that. But the controls, I know it's quite a big one for people. You can't rebind anything. There's no rebinding in 2025. So that would be my like initial kind of thing of just to be mindful of, shall we say. Let's we can store jerry cans here. There's another one there as well. Do we need to... we can add the gas, fill it up so it's full at least. We know we've got a full tank. And then we can put the rest in there. We can obviously like put stuff in here as well and store stuff. I think... Can we get in the trunk? Nope. Grab some of these. We can cook some of the garlic to make food. Some rocks as well. And some wood. And there is like an inventory system. If I remember correctly, it's purely slot based. You can carry as much as you have a slot, basically. And we will want to have a nice supply of stones and sticks and things like that so that we can make fires and craft things, because there is a whole crafting system as well. I think that's done. I can't remember how we do that actually. I think that's in the car. Or in the RV, I guess. I think sound effects are fine as well. Like I said, I don't know. At the moment, not a lot has changed since when I played it initially. But we'll have to see how much there is. They've said in their roadmap that there's going to be... Let me open that roadmap up, actually. Search for scrap. You're going to make the ladder usable on the back of it. They're going to add the ability to place a bed in the overcab. More music, more like radio broadcasts. There's a tire. We'll keep that as well. We actually don't need to replace any tires when we're not doing the tutorial, so that's cool. We can actually take the jack and put that in here as well. We've got stuff if we need it. There's a spare fuel tank there as well. Yeah, they're going to give you the ability to carry other people. Sorry, not carry. I'm carrying the jerry can to basically use other people's RVs. Can we drop this? Pop that there like that. And there'll be additions to tier 3 crafting, additions to tier 4 crafting, new dog companions, new... There's going to be another... Oh, a crowbar as well. Let's see that. Yeah, going to be another character that you can be. Although, like I said, character I think is purely cosmetic at the moment. And there'll be obviously loads of bug fixes and things like that in and amongst everything. Eventually customization, additional routes, new types of RVs as well. Like that's all planned too. So lots of stuff, interesting stuff coming. Meanwhile, in we get. There we go. Doggo is ready. And you can change the camera as well. And toggle our headlights if we want them to be on. You've got your side beams and your main beams. Check the RV engine. Oh, I didn't. How do we get out? There we go. I didn't close this, did I? Are the engines? Oh, wrench install. Okay, is that installed? That's installed. And close that. Now we should be able to go. Here we go. You even have an indicator if you need to, which are on the brackets. Here you go, that's quite cool. I feel like in like a end of the world apocalypse, indicators are kind of like the last thing. Let's probably do want to turn the engine off, but I just wanted to quickly check just in case we could interact with this. But you can pick up some worms. Some wild spinach. Gotta forage when we can, really. Okay. Yeah, definitely got like a mix of like the long dark with like a long drive, and basically just mix them together. Okay, so there's a siphon, some cloth. We'll take this spare tire as well. Like that. Can we store anything in there? Nope. Fuel's going to be our like precious commodity. There's actually a rifle. Some water. Dirty water as well, so we're going to need to like boil that at a campfire. Get some fresh stuff. Okay, got some scrap metal. There's another car up ahead. But the storm is, you can see on the bottom right, it says storm is 1.9 miles behind. There's another battery there. Some more motor oil. Oh, I think I was driving with my side door open. Oh, little stutter then. But it crashed. It's gonna be my thing to save. Can I send you to like search for something? Oh, he's found something in the boot. That's cool. There we go. Yeah, unknown compatibility on the Steam Deck at the moment. I'm not sure about the controller support. It does say it has partial controller support on Steam, so might have to remap bits of it here and there. But oh, we can like turn on the radio. Don't know if this is DMCA'd or not, but it is in your control, the music. I just want to check. Is that these rocks we can pick up, or no, just debris? I think that's some more spinach. There we go. Yeah, there's not a lot of like other bit. I guess when you're away from POI, it's kind of just like a corridor to the next one. My door is still wide open. Obviously, the left-hand side, we do have our food, our thirst, like our hunger, our thirst, our tiredness, our health, and then our dog's kind of health as well. And then at the bottom, we have kind of like the van's like needs: the engine, the battery, the oil, the coolant, the fuel, and the tires. Nope. Okay. A little bit of like a blockade of sorts. So we've got Lake Valley or North Pass. Route 25 and Route 45. Okay. Let's put our lights on. Oh, that came out of nowhere. There we go. So we've been damaged moderately. So I think like our coolant and oils just lower, engines like the percentage has just gone down when you take a crash. No cosmetic damage or anything. Just makes the number go down. It's got like a simple kind of art style, I guess. Like it's not cutting edge, it's not like trying to be self-shaded or anything. It's kind of sitting in that between kind of space. Storm is 1.6 miles behind now, so we do need to make up a bit of ground. I'll probably try and keep it at 2 miles. Don't need to rush and go too far ahead. Oh, oh, oh. Turn left, turn left. There we go. I think it felt like this in the demo as well, like the playtest that I tried, but it feels very, like, airy. Okay. There's another car there we can check out. It's what button is it? Okay, let's have a look. We don't have a flashlight, I don't think. No. There isn't a lot of like rocks and stuff, to be fair, that we can like pick up, or sticks. There were quite a few branches and stones at the very beginning. You see that? That was like a red light. Oh, day 2. Storm is now 5.8 miles behind. Did that just jump up? Okay, let's get going. I don't know if that's a bug, but yeah, it was like 2 miles. Now it's like 6. So that's fine. It gives us more time to explore. I guess that is a question as well. Like, would a road go up that way? Yeah, this is how you craft as well. You do the crafting station, and then you can make like your campfire and all that kind of stuff. We need to upgrade it, which we can do. Get tier 2. It seems like you need to discover. I mean, don't we have a rifle? Like, we have one, right? So, but, yeah, there's no... You could make crates before. Can you make a crate now? Storage cabinet, but you need tier 3 for that. Which we need another crowbar and some more rubber. So I feel like they've made that harder, maybe. But let's, Oh, wow. To be fair, we're hungry and cold. Need more cloth to make a bed. Campfire, we need 3 more rocks. We have some dirty water. Yeah, we're getting hungry. I think we can... Oh, you can eat it on its own. So we can eat that and eat that. And we have some water, at least, that we can... 500 hydration, that's fine. We're a little bit sleepy. Let's start the car. The RV. I mean, there is some stuff here, at least. No stones. Looks like some more spinach. Spinach is a little bit OP then, because we don't really need to cook as much. I mean, obviously, if we can, then we'll get more. But, are we meant to climb up this way? Must admit, I'm not sure. I'm guessing so. I wasn't sure when we played the demo if it was handcrafted or procedurally generated. Oh, we can't actually get up any further. Oh, can we cut through? Can we squeeze through? Nope. Because I don't remember seeing a tower with a red light coming from it and all that kind of stuff before. I guess we got to cross the river over there rather than climbing a mountain. So let's do that. Just in case. Yeah, just in case we can get a flat battery. I don't know if we can. It seems like the red lights are... Well, actually, the light is on, but the lights aren't on. So there's a rock. There's another rock. Okay. Looks like there's 2 more rocks over there. But yeah, it's kind of... There's no... As far as I'm aware, there's no, like, enemies. You literally just... I'm getting a little bit of nutrition, but that should keep us at bay. There's no enemies. It's literally just outrunning a storm. Like I said, if you're playing this solo, there's no other people. Just remnants of the people who were here before, but they're not... You know, obviously they've all gone on their own journeys and stuff like that. But other than the storm being still 6 miles behind, we have no, like, pressing urgency. I feel like my game's bugged, which is... By doing so, kind of eliminates the core... Oh no, it is 5.9 miles behind. I was going to say, it is making some movement. Because like, otherwise, if the storm's bugged and doesn't move, we've got no real incentive, shall we say. It is very empty. I know that you can get deer and rabbit, because we've, again, we've seen it in the demo. But even in that demo, they were very... We're actually cold. Very few and far between. So... So yeah, definitely not something that is like abundant with life. But then I guess, given the circumstances, maybe we shouldn't expect that either. But yeah, we can actually, you know, go there and explore, find the watchtower. Maybe some stuff we can dismantle. Some wood for that. You kind of just collect it. We need a crowbar, which we do have. And you got this little mini game. Left click. There's nothing else to pick up. We get some bits in here to begin with. And in there as well. That's cool. Click the pallet. We need a knife to get the truck tire. Truck tire. Dog is just walking through the barrel. There's a little bit, nothing game breaking, but a little bit like presentation or graphical kind of things here that have been overlooked maybe. But a crowbar to open the door. In we go. Getting really sleepy now. There's some rifle ammo though. And I guess if you don't get lucky with the... Oh, if you don't get lucky with the RNG of... I like how he's holding the crowbar and the rifle now. There's a knife there as well. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know if that like rifle is a permanent spawn. Same with this one, but yeah, we've got 2 now, which is nice. Let's open that. We get some scrap metal. And we're very tired. I think we got enough cloth, so if we can get back to the RV before we fall asleep, then excellent. We'll be all good to go. As I say, as I sip on a coffee to kind of give myself some energy. I'm just thinking, could you get coffee in this game? Get a little coffee machine? I guess you'd have to find one. But I think on the one hand, it's got that kind of cozy vibe aesthetic and very like more focused on simulator. You do have that kind of survival element of maintaining your sleep, your food, your water. But I think it's a bit more focused on trying to be a sim rather than something like The Long Dark, where it's trying to be like a brutal, hardcore survival game. What we might do is we'll see if we can craft it. I think the crafting takes time, so I think either way we've got to like sleep. I can't remember if you can just sleep on the ground or not. I can't remember if you can or not. But I think we should probably pick up those herbs and stuff. But I think we got to head back first before we collapse from exhaustion. Oh, the lights are on now. There we go. Let's have a look. Can we can craft a bed. Oh, it just costs nutrition. Let's do that. There we go. Now we're hungry. And do I need to place it here? Can I? Oh, we can pick it up. That's fine. Let's move. And I'm just going to place the bed here. And craft table away. Close the door. Grab and place items inside the RV to keep them safe. There we go. And let's sleep. Although actually we're a little bit hungry. I don't think we can sleep technically until it's nighttime, but we can rest a little bit. I guess we're gonna have to munch on some garlic. We'll do a little bit, but yeah, I think can't sleep until nighttime. Which is a bit of a shame, because you got to kind of stick with the norms, but I'm thinking we head over and grab... We need to get the food. We should have enough for a campfire. I said, it seems like near the riverbed stuff spawns more. And we get the rocks here as well. There's some leeks. Yeah, very peaceful, cozy. Basically, you work your way through, and like I said, I don't know if it's procedurally generated or if it's like handcrafted levels, but you make your way through the wilderness, and you'll reach a boundary where you then load into the next area, and you basically keep going. And at the moment with early access, I don't know if there is like an ending or anything like that, or if it's literally just try and survive. Like maybe the storm ramps up in its aggressiveness, because At the moment, the storm's not too aggressive, but I do remember it getting a bit more kind of up your backside, shall we say, the further you progress. So wild leeks give us 50. They're a little bit better than the garlic, at least. We're very tired. A rumbly tummy. You also can't seem to... You kind of want to keep a clear slot, because otherwise you got to have... I was going to say, you got to have something in your hands. Even if you do that, you got to have something in your hands. Okay, I think the crowbar is just bugged and is just in our hands regardless now. Right. So I guess we just sit here and sleep. We're tired. Resting. We can't look at our pack or anything while we're resting here. And bottom right, you've got the little weather report as well. So you got like sunny, then it's going to be a bit windy, cloudy, and then sunny again. And it's actually 27 degrees, which, I mean, that snow would be melting, right? During the day. I guess it gets super cold at night, so it's kind of offsetting somewhat. But, right, let's get in the van and start the RV. Let's reverse back a little bit. Yeah, 27 degrees, the snow would be turned into slush, right? Off we go. So you can, if you want to do the immersive thing, you can be first person on it. If you want to, you can also have the chase camera, which I'm kind of hoping will mean I'll be able to see a little bit more. There's like stuff to stop at. There are some stones there actually. But like kind of like in little pockets, like there are some sticks here and stuff as well. I don't know. I think we might stop. Just grab. I'll pass up on the free wood opportunity. No chopping trees as far as I'm aware. Except the crowbar is fully bugged as well. I wonder if we can craft a campfire. We can. I'm gonna put that there. And wild garlic. And I guess we add wood. 3 bits of wood. Also keep us warm. I guess we just cook it all. Hello. Dogs can't have garlic, can they? It's bad for them, isn't it? I don't know if we can break down the rifle. The extra rifle we've got. So I don't know. Did we just cook it? Oh, like that? Okay. Fried garlic. There we go. You actually have to tell it. It's not a... I was expecting it to like cook as you go, but you literally just tell it you're cooking it. And then it becomes fried garlic. Which gives way more. Like fried leeks go from 50 to 300. The tired again. I know we're tired. Yeah, the crowbar's a little bit annoying that it's like won't unequip at all. I press Q to unequip. We're still holding it in our hand, aren't we? Can't really get rid of it, unfortunately. Right. Can we sleep now? And left click to sleep. Yeah, you can only deep sleep after 7. Do we? Oh yeah, 6 now. So we'll let it do its thing. Okay. Finally we can sleep. Had to wait until that time went. There we go. I just skipped that bit so that you didn't have to sit there and wait for the timer to go down. You pooping? Are you stretching? Okay, so I don't think we can salvage this at all. So that is just is what it is. That one. Seems like sticks have come back, maybe. Yeah, let's... Now the storm was only 2.6 miles behind, so we did lose a bit of time with that. I guess like the burden of picking up stuff, on the flip side there's more to pick up, but on the other side there's more of you to pick stuff up, you know. So let's have a look at this. Can we break any items? No. I'd say like it's not the most Oh, there's another. Wait, we had this like tile before, didn't we? First starting out, the spare tire and stuff like that. We can search for scrap. Yeah, it seems like this would suggest to me that it is procedurally generated. It's kind of just a like puts together some different kind of tiles, I guess, from one to the next. Back in we go. Let's keep going. So we traveled 5 miles so far. And the RV is pretty nippy, to be fair. Ooh. Almost hit the log. Or branches, shall we say. But it's fairly like linear. There's not, you know, there's little bits where it opens up, I guess, and you can stop and explore. But there's not a great deal other than just enjoying and driving around the road. I imagine... Oh, that pop-in was quite a bit there. I imagine it's something where you're quite... yeah, you're just looking to get from one place to the other. It's a shame this crowbar's bugged, like, to be fair. What I might do is I might just save quick. And I'm just going to see if that solves it at all. Like, just if we reload. I think that has solved it. That is good. We've now got multiple rifles. I don't think we have to have storage. So, like actual storage containers. So what I might do is... Can we just... Oh, Q to drop. Q to drop. Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll put garlic on there. Eat some of that garlic. Drink some of that water as well. Now if I put the crowbar away, get the gun out. Okay, that works. So crowbar issue has been fixed. We need more rounds really, because we only have the one. We have the one round in the chamber. If that. No, we have no rounds. I swear we had one round. Maybe I dropped the wrong rifle. I don't know. It's like some little tents over here. I think from like an ASMR perspective and stuff like that, it's, you know, you got the snow under your feet and do you get the wildlife sounds now and again? You don't see the wildlife, but you get the sounds. I get these little POIs. Get some resources. I think more than anything, you're trying to balance the mixture of time and your survivability, or your survival stuff. But I guess the RV moves it's quite nippy, it's quite swift. So you've almost got this thing of you can make up the time needed. Yeah, I remember we came here in the demo as well. I remember this place because we can use that thing as well. There's a flashlight. There we go. And got some pasta, some water, another knife. And like, it looks like you could use that propane, but it's not something you can interact with. We can actually collect the tripod. I think that is actually what we need to do. We can't do... I'm gonna litter right now, which is not good, but... Oh, no, I want the spinach. There we go. And collect that. So we can't use the fire, but we can use that cooking pot over a fire that we make. I feel like if the world's ending anyway, what's a little bit of plastic in the snow? Like, we're probably here because of all the plastics in the first place. I don't actually know what the calamity is that's caused the storm. But lovely sun, beautiful clear skies. Wouldn't know it otherwise. Yeah, I feel like my earlier thing of the rocks being scarce, I think they're actually same with the sticks. They just have little bits where they load in certain places, so I guess it'll just be a case of just trying to spot those locations. And then, like I said, once we can build the storage crate, we need to get to tier 3. Once we can build the storage crate, then we have these rocks respawn. I think they did. Yeah, we'll have even more like storage and being able to organize it and things like that. We can have a little look at this. Let's put the gun away. Put the gun away. So to upgrade, you need a crowbar and some rubber. We haven't found any rubber yet. Obviously we can make another crowbar. We need a wrench to do so, which we can do with some scrap metal. So there's, you know, some bits here, but we need some rubber first, really. But I think what we can do, just like we did with the rifle, is that the one? Nope, that's not the one. Huh. Must just be that if you have Actually, yeah, must just be that if you have if you unequip the gun, the bullet inside it drops for whatever reason. That's a shame, but is what it is. No point carrying it if we don't need to. We do have a knife. I think we can move that one. We can keep that here, maybe. And we can probably drop a few of those. Torch might be nice though. It does have a battery as well. You can see the thing going down. Okay. Can we eat like this? There we go. Okay. Lights on. Not that tired yet. So let's go around. Loads of stones here. Like I said, could just build another campfire. And like I said, I think with the pot thing that we've got now, we can boil the water that into like create potable water again. Let's have a siphon, some more bottled water, and then oh, I ate that again. You can't really open any of this. I don't know if there's any parts we can scavenge. Some of these vehicles look like they've been here for like years though. That's the only thing. They look like they've really been here for a while. I'm not sure if that makes the most sense, but there's another truck up here, so we can stop and see what's in the back of that one as well. But at the moment, this is pretty much the gameplay loop. You're going to just be driving along and stopping at different POIs. And like I said, you've got that little bit of dread or things to be concerned about in the sense of the storm behind you. You don't want to be too lax, I guess. But at the same time, it's also not something that I think super hardcore. And I think that's why on the roadmap, there is going to be difficulty options added in the future. But just like know that that isn't here now. Like I don't want to promise you something that's not here at the moment. There is literally just this one difficulty, but presumably you'll be able to what's that? Can we pick that up? Yeah, presumably you'll be able to oh, some rifle ammo. There we go. Yeah, over time we'll be able to have like maybe the storms quicker. Maybe there can be like hostile wildlife or like wolves and things like that. But that starts taking it a bit more down the kind of long dark route. But yeah. I think the degradation's not too bad. 61% engine, battery 76, 44% oil. Like that's the bit that I think is gonna like that's going down reasonably quickly. You know, an RV wouldn't lose that much over 3 days, but that's the bit that is gonna stop you as the player from just keeping on driving and, you know, making you actually pull over and stop and explore so that you're prepared as much as possible. But I think as an idea, it's very cool. And grounded a little bit in realism in the fact that there's a lot that you just don't need to stop for. Like, there's just not a lot in the wilderness here. So some might say it's a little bit bland maybe at times as well. It's a weird one, really. I think this is maybe a bit of a Marmite one, where some people might think, oh my god, this is like amazing and Can we aim the torch, please? There we go. There's a crowbar there. And other people might think this is just, there's not enough here for me. But I think part of that is obviously early access as well. So I think if this is, you know, if I'm being honest and I was like, right, for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, it's just this, but with slightly different biomes and slightly different things going on. Like a few different POIs, but the gameplay isn't really that different. Then I think $24.99 in pounds, so it's about what, $30. I'd say that's quite steep, personally. But I think that might be something where it's like you're buying for what the roadmap is, and personally, that's just something I don't ever recommend people do. Buy for the product you have. But like if you buy like a phone, or you buying a piece of tech or something, you buy for the product that's there right now. You don't buy on the promise of future updates or future like modes or difficulty options or stuff like that. So yeah, I think if this is something that's really calling out to you and you're like, oh, this is cool, it's like a chilled, long, dark, long drive combined together, we don't need to take that fuel. We've got loads of fuel. If anything, difficulty might be the solution here to make it a bit more brutal. Like, it says I'm cold, I shiver a bit, but I'm not even really at risk popping out at night, you know? Like, it's all quite... Let's drop that for a sec. Like I said, it's arguably more cozy with a sprinkle of survival. Inventory's full. It's fine. Let's carry that back. I was initially going into this with this might be like another series we can do a few episodes of. I'm happy to do another episode or two of this one, and we can see where it goes. There's a little bit of me that's kind of thinking, I think we've seen at the moment where it goes. Let's pop that down as well. I do like that you can pick things up and you can move them around and things like that. Got one rifle bullet. Lovely. Tinned meat, some motor oil. I dropped my torch somewhere as well. This is the other torch. Yeah. The reason I'm hesitating on maybe committing to like a full, not even a full, but you know, a few episodes of this is because this might be what it is. Like, so happy to do another one. Let me know what you guys would like to see with that. But I did play, I'll leave it linked in the description below. I did play, like I said, the demo, like the playtest of this not too long ago. And like, I don't think we found that watchtower last time. I don't think we found this little camp here, but we did see the other camp. There's it's very familiar. Doesn't feel like a lot has changed since then, and that's just me playing this opening bit, so that might be harsh because there's like maybe there's loads and loads of content, but yeah, I'm enjoying what I'm playing, but I know this is kind of like nice and chill, relaxing kind of thing. It's very nice in terms of like, I like the art style, I like the cartoony kind of vibe to it. I mean, this is just, you know, you can have the radio on and you're just chilling and driving, and you know, if you're like a driving sim, I've been here on the demo as well. If you're like a driving sim fan as well, it's not like Euro Truck Simulator, but RV version. It's not hyper realistic, but it's got a few extra little bits for you to consider, and like the parts and everything like that. But yeah, I think this is gonna come into a left and right thing, I think. At some point. Yeah. Relaxing and cozy. Little bit of survival elements in here. I guess it's then... Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, this is the airfield. We went here. We've been here before as well in the demo. Oh, look at that. It's cool, isn't it? Like, it's very pretty on the one hand. But it's also... Yeah, it's definitely more its art style and things like that. But yeah, here we go. This little cabin we can have a look at. Got a few slots, we can pick some stuff up. Oh, so because we used our... Oh, I'm thirsty. Let me drink. Used our, like, arm there to break that, so we took a little bit of damage ourselves. Whereas if you use the torch, then you're okay. So, sorry, if you use the crowbar, then you're okay. So if you found this before making a bed, you can save yourself the materials and just bring this bed in with you. Another rifle, another flashlight. Arguably a bit too many rifles. And then we should be able to open each of these. Get some materials there. There is a truck tire. Need the knife. That will give us the rubber. Truck tire isn't one that we keep. It's one that we cut. Let's drop the wrench. Dirty water. Cloth. Can't wait to get some storage. Be lovely. Yeah, like it makes sense with what you're doing. Like on that side of things. It's nothing too groundbreaking. There we go, we got a free rubber. There's not a ton to do with crafting. They did say they're going to add more tier 3 stuff, and then there will be a tier 4 added as well. I should have switched the crowbar. There we go. Got some more rifle ammo. Just the one bullet at a time. Probably should have slept because now we're going to be super tired. Probably should shut the door and turn the car off. We're starving. No. I depleted all my fuel. Not too bad. Yeah, I remember coming here before and stuff. I think, like I said, it's early access. I think you got to go in with your expectations tempered. It's one of those where I wouldn't necessarily give it a positive thumbs up right now, but also wouldn't give it a negative thumbs down. I'd kind of just say you gotta look and see if it's your kind of thing, because I know some people will probably get lost in this in a good way, and you know, spend 10-15 hours just exploring, seeing how far they can get over and over. There'll be other people that will be looking for a little bit more, and I think both of those situations are valid. So, and it might just be that it's not quite ready yet for some people, and other people are happy to jump in right now, and I guess that's the beauty of early access. There we go. We can make a storage cabinet, so we can craft that. We can actually make rifles now as well, just from our little thing there. This is new. This, I think in the demo I could place them, or were they always upgradable? it's good to know those. You can actually like put those in there now, and then we can actually like gather some of this, and you can then actually like organize your storage. Put our wood there, scraps, put like materials in this one. You know, we can make more over time and like have like a food cabinet and things like that. We can just put some of the stuff we don't care too much about in there. Empty bottles, some bubble gum, all that stuff here as well for now. But yeah, I think, you know, if you think about it in this like little bit that we've shown, that is the entire crafting tree unlocked. Obviously there's more of these that we can make. Can't craft from storage either, you got to have it on you. That's fine. The rifle's ridiculously cheap, 3 bits of scrap metal, and to be fair, it gives you enough. And the gun, you might be thinking, well, what is the point of the gun? The gun is just to hunt the deer and to hunt the rabbits when you see them. Obviously, there's none here at the moment. I have seen them in the demo, like the playtest that I played, so I know they do exist. But I think that's what it is. It's a little bit empty, and I think it makes sense there's no humans around, because presumably for some reason we're the last people who haven't evacuated. But you'd expect like the wildlife to maybe be more. Honestly, they've also done that. Oh, I remember I remember being disappointed by this. Like, you can't go in it and you can't go up it. Like, it's literally just an empty, basically just a glorified texture, like a big old asset, just placed. But you can't do anything with that. Some water. Yeah, very neutral feeling towards this one, I think. What do you guys think? Like, let me know. Am I being too harsh? Am I not being harsh enough, maybe? We need to get another crowbar. But yeah, I feel like the mechanics of, like, you know, refueling, like getting the oil, like, we're not really suffering with that. We've got a full set of wheels that we can change if needs be, but the wheels are all great. Storm's 2.8 miles behind. We're not feeling that pressure at all. I think for me, a difficulty slider to make it a little bit more hardcore might be something I'd want. I appreciate that's not what everyone would want though as well. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to leave it there for this one, just to kind of showcase what is here at the moment. And then obviously, if it is something of interest, you can go to the Steam page. I'll leave a link to that in the description below, where you can then basically check it out if it is something of interest to you. But otherwise, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.